sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visitor's sideline, Mike McDaniel, head coach of the Dolphins. His guy's a bit of a mixed bag through 6 games, 3-3 to start the year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys came up short on the road last week. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And in recent seasons, he's really elevated his game and become one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL when he's out there leading his squad. He completed over 72% of his passes last season, which led the league, and he's looking to be even better in this season.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. A good pass. Formation on second down. Looking to pass. Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. In motion, Hill. Now a first carry for their fullback. And we'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Hill going to go in motion right.
At the Browns' 48-yard line.
Off the play action. Tagovailoa. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
35-yard line.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Dolphins first down. A gain of 19 yards.
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
That's complete. Now the ball comes loose. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
So here comes the Browns offense with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go, but if he can keep going at the pace he's at, This is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. They're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. Here's Gabriel. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Gabriel. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6. Algier with another carry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun here, Gabriel. Open man, that's Tillman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
A gain of 28 yards. That's another Browns. First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, Gabriel. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Browns are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, with this rookie QB, we talked a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. From the 29, here's second down and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And going the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Tua going to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep, Trey Palmer. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Gabriel looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Browns first down.
On play action, it's Gabriel. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Cater Kohu there defensively.
Throwing now, Gabriel. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
To the air is Gabriel. Work in the middle of it. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And the Dolphin first down.
Up the middle, Achane. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this down inside the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Back to the ground, Achane. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 55 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, it's Achane. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Tua going to give this to Wright. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that.
Away from your opponent, partner, you want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Here's Achane to start the drive. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller.
Complete to number 83, Darren Waller. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he's going to have it 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
In motion is Westbrook-Ikhine. Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop the throwing. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup.
A run straight ahead with Achane. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. We look at this Browns defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Mike McDaniel dialing up the risk here a little bit on 4th down. They're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Dolphins, first down. A gain of 21 yards.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Now Tua. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20 line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. From the gun, it's Tua. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top. Unsuccessful.
13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Gabriel. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Gabriel. From left side, he's got Tillman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Browns, first down.
Algier now up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
47-yard line.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Gabriel. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
They'll go with the keeper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
So that's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Gabriel. He'll get this complete to Tillman. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Gabriel. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins' offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 15 into Browns territory. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, here's Tua. It's Hill, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. A gain of 14. And the Dolphins first down.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was brought down by...
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
It's 4th down.
They'll go. Achane. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Looking to put a drive together. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Gabriel. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46.
46-yard line.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a carry for Algier headed right to the 27-yard line. The Browns at 1-5. really struggling here to start the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Algier going straight ahead. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Algier again on second down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run here with Algier. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Algier, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to stretch out their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
5 yards on the play.
Looking to pass. Tua. That one is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now. Down at the 33. And they'll give this to Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 34-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Tua going to throw. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You
don't deserve anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The kick by Sanders is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Ready to take over again on offense, out comes Cleveland. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That's another Browns.
Working out of the gun here, Gabriel.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Algier.
And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Dolphins' 11-yard line.
Now Gabriel.
And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Gabriel from the gun on 3rd down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Hopkins' kick is good.
And that'll push the lead up to 8.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Wow, and that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. A give up the middle to right. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Jake Bailey now.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Fair catch. Signaled for
Cleveland offense making their way out. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
at the 36-yard line.
To the air is Gabriel.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Trey Palmer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes.
one is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, good move. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Miami set to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Dolphins, 1st down. It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Over the middle, complete. That's right. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Well, a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. And they'll send Waddle in motion left. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Right. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
I'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our look around the league starts now with a matchup of contrasting styles. And it's the veteran Matthew Stafford. One of his 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Rams get the victory here. They win it by 10. From there, it's on to Cincinnati, checking in on the Bengals as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Samaje Perine. He's going to get in from 6 yards out. The Bengals up their record to 5-2 as they get the victory here. Hosting the New England Patriots. And it's the rookie, Cam Ward. He's going to scramble here and take it in. 13 yards away, he houses it. The Titans with a 10-point lead at the half. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. Starting the drive with Algier. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Gabriel. To the sideline and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
34-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 34. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. For the right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. Here's a toss left for Achane. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And back there to stop him on a great effort was Martin Emerson.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Play action. Now it's Tua. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. A gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
now Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Gabriel looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To throw, Gabriel. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Tua sets up to pass it. Pass incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's Tua. That's complete to Westbrook-Akine. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. But that one, anything but a frozen rope to the outside, and it winds up an interception.
And these are the ones you hope for as a defender because he's got clear sailing in front of him to return this one a long way. And he sets his guys up in good shape with a terrific return.
Cleveland offense making their way out. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now 2nd and 9.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing now, Gabriel. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That's good. Browns. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I get the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
Here's Gabriel. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Third down and 10.
Operating from the gun. Gabriel. Will try. And he's going to go down again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
On for the Browns field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Miami set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action, here's Tua. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Martin Emerson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead the big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Gabriel. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Gabriel from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And
while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. Leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And that is taken in by Njoku. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On again, it's Algier. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Algier with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
16.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down to right. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Now he's going to step up and run. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
4 yards. Complete to Jalen Waddle. 10 yards on the pickup.
Tua going to give this to Wright. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That's another Dolphins 1st down.
In motion, Hill.
The 16-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Making the tackle there, Martin Emerson. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. In motion, Hill. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Sanders' kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game, because right now,
the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. First down, they'll start with Algier.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And the Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On play action, it's Gabriel. Crossing route, catch made by Johnson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll give Algier out of the gun.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
This now a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
To the air is Gabriel. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Draw play to Ford. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
He'll try and do this himself. 20!
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through the entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
16-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
To number 3, Jerry Jeudy. It's a gain of 6.
From the gun, it's Gabriel. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Cedric Tillman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Tua. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
A gain of 6 yards.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, Gabriel. Loose inside the 30. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Gabriel looking to throw. He'll get this complete to Tillman. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw. Gabriel. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pay out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now here come the Dolphins. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and the first down.
First down. A gain of 14. And the Dolphin first down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That back foot throw there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will cut this lead down to 25. after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and Tyler Algier getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll stick with Algier. And down to the 36-yard line here. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Algier. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the Dolphins' 28-yard line.
Algier gets the toss right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
For the Browns field goal. A 37-yard
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Again, 17 yards. That's good for Dolphins. First down.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Tua, fast pass outside complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A give up the middle to right. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Tua sets up to pass it. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. They made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Browns offense and Jerry Jeudy ready to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. Give down here from the shotgun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They work now on 2nd and 9. Play action, now it's Gabriel.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Algier with another carry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Browns, 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're... And he's in! Touchdown! Browns! Tyler Algier with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete. Brings up second down and 15 yards.
They'll give this to Wright, running right. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to pass. Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
In motion, Hill. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tua going to throw. A quick slant to Hill. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice. This far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try and run for this with Wright. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They complete it to Hill. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
They'll work the middle here with Wright. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go right back to Wright. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he's going to go down. Back in the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Browns, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Miami, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to turn it around next.